Hey, everybody. Ty Tribble here. I think I'm live across the, boy, that's a shaky. Like I was in an earthquake there for a second. I'm excited about doing a really cool 5-part series on building a network marketing business. If I was to start over today, like knowing what I know, this is exactly where I'd start and what I'd focus on doing. And this is really a hybrid blend of online and offline marketing. I think you're going to be really excited about learning what we have in store. So let's hop right in. The first thing I want to talk about. Let me give you the 5 things, and I think you'll be excited about these because it really ties in what I would consider like the old school with the new school. And when you do that, you have this really cool blend of technology plus like personality and unlike any other business, I think, like you can have an e-commerce business, and why is it so easy to shop at like Amazon? Because the stuff just you place your order, it shows up to either that day or a couple days later at the max, and you pretty much know what you're getting, and you place an order. In network marketing, sometimes there's some education involved. Sometimes there's some really cool products that you don't know about yet, and you can leverage technology, but also there's something really cool about being able to pick up the phone and send a text to someone and get an answer back on a question you had about a product and not have to talk to an AI bot. I mean, I spent like the last probably 45 minutes arguing with an AI bot to try to get to a human to tell me that you have to jump through all these hoops to do what I wanted to do when I can do what I wanted to do with another software program, right? And so the AI is great. I use AI all the time, like every day. A huge part of what I'm doing in every way, shape, and form is on AI. But the reality is, um, there are 5 systems that if you conquer and get good at, you will be able to build a viable, long term, significant income in the world of network marketing. So the first one I would call automation. Automation builds leverage. So without automation, you're stuck in like manual follow-up mode forever. Automation, as an example, lead capture pages that run 24/7, email nurture campaigns that maybe you put a series of 5 to 10 emails all loaded up, ready to go, and they do some of the follow up for you. Another way to think about it is automated text messaging. I have an automated system where I have a text follow up goes out to people that have filled out that form on that lead capture page. And so when you look at automation, it's just a smart way to do business. One simple thing, a welcome email that introduces you and your product. You can even like automate some of the training you do with your team. There's a lot of automation that can go into this, and we can talk about tools in the future. But automation is number one. Number two is really content builds authority and attraction. People join people they trust. I remember when I first started blogging, I was writing 5 blog posts a day, probably more than anyone in the world, about the subject of network marketing. And I found that as I continue to write, and actually people subscribe to my email list, and then I began to get, like they got to know me before I even knew they existed. I mean, I knew they existed by an email address, but I didn't really know that person. And then some of the coolest, funnest, most rewarding um, relationships from business and personal came out of those interactions that started with the automation, but moved to a cool relationship because of the content that I had initially created. This is where new people need to get started online. Ads are great. If you are already making six figures in network marketing, you should probably be running ads to a funnel that you or someone has developed for you to build your business. It's a smart way to go. But if you're just getting started, ads can be very expensive. And if you don't know what you're doing and you're not like an authority, then those ads are not going to, when you get someone on the phone and you don't know what to say, that's a problem. Where if you create content over a period of time, people join people they trust. Content creates that trust before you even talk to them. It's a really cool deal. Like short form videos, blogs, podcasts, clips, all that kind of stuff is great content. And then you can repurpose that content across multiple platforms. The third system is relationships close deals. Systems attract the people, but relationships turn those interests into signups. So personal messages, like let's say you connected with someone on Facebook or something like that, you can send a little voice note to them. And like I think network marketing is the perfect term for network marketing. Why do I say that? Because if you learn how to network, if you begin to network really good and you begin to market really good, really well, you will build a big business. The problem is most people do neither when they get started in network marketing. So then their business doesn't grow and they don't know why. Well, if you network and you market well and you network well, you're going to build a huge business. Networking side of things is something that I don't think it's done very well, and we're going to talk about that a lot more as we go forward. With this is kind of the series I'm calling it the Online Downline, but really it's about building a massive business in any company. It doesn't really matter. The fourth thing is duplication builds momentum. So there's magic in creating a system of a plug and play onboarding. So everyone goes through the same onboarding, and teach people how to create content. Teach people where to find um, the pre-made scripts that you have and the templates and things of that nature, and lead capture pages. If you have a lead capture page that works for you, that is attractive to people in that niche market that you're searching for, it can work for hundreds and thousands of people online. I've seen this happen multiple times. So duplicate something that works. You can hopefully have done for you tools that people can plug into from day one. But I'm after really digging into this idea of duplication and training, I really like the idea of a 30-day intensive. That I say intensive because the training happens in 30 days. You don't need 30 years to get trained in network marketing. 30 days is enough. And with little bite-sized pieces of things that a person can get done in 30 days. And after 30 days, you know what? You have the beginnings of a list that you can email. You have the beginnings of maybe you've signed up a customer and maybe a distributor or something like that. That is the key to building a big business. You don't need to start out like wildfire. I certainly did not start out like wildfire. I mean, I sponsored a handful of people in my first few months, but never really built my first company to anything big. It took me time stepping away and learning some stuff from a mentor and some online marketing stuff before I really broke through. But duplication, if you've got something that works, and you can teach that to your team. Now, here's the thing that kind of gets me in a way. People get bogged down in this idea of duplication, so much so that they're afraid to do anything outside of that duplication model. I would say that is just goofiness in today's world, where who knows, a new social media site may pop up like TikTok. I mean, who had TikTok you know, 5 years ago. I don't even know if it was existed 5 years ago. Maybe it is a little bit longer than that. But people that are doing very well on TikTok and Instagram and all these different social media sites that really weren't around in the way, shape, or form they are today years ago. So to get bogged down in that whole idea of duplication, yes, we're going to duplicate a business model. Yes, we're going to have tools and templates and things like that and scripts that we can utilize. But to not think outside the box is crazy, and to be stuck in this idea. I can think of one particular company that does this. It's like duplication is evil because they control the situation in such a big way. The last one, system 5, is events. Events lock people in. These can be Zoom, but I think a face-to-face event, maybe 1 or 2 times a year, is amazing and vital. You break bread with someone, you have a cocktail with someone, you look them in the eye, you shake a hand, you smile, you give out some hugs. It's magic when it comes to locking people into the business and giving, you know, like, they hear your why face to face, and you hear their why face to face, and you really have a clear understanding of who they are, and that's where a lot of cool relationships happen. So those are the 5 things, and I was going to get deeper into number 1, but I think what I'm going to save that for the next video that we do. So tune in. I'm going to be doing these regularly. I'd like to do them once a day. I don't know if I'm going to really get them once a day, but hopefully, if you tune in and subscribe and all that good stuff, you'll catch these videos in the future. The next video we'll dive deep into automation, lead capture pages, email, text messaging, all that kind of stuff that works for you 24/7 while you're maybe doing other things. So looking forward to that, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. Take care.